Hello everybody. So we find ourselves once again back at Lundwall City. I had a problem with my last recording, represented about an hour and a half of gameplay. I essentially filled up the mechanical drive which I used to store the videos, and OBS basically crashed in the background and I didn't notice. And the video current is basically a sort of dead file. I can't actually play it for some reason, so I'm going to try and recover that. But anyway, what I managed to do in the last mission, video was get my rank to surf, and then I did something like I did something like 5 essentially boom data missions, all to the same system. I had to take the stuff across about 5 different bases, so and you didn't really miss anything. But you know, for transparency, essentially, I can show you what my finances look like. You can compare to the last video. I basically didn't make a massive amount of money, and in terms of my balance and ships, my insurance claims is still only 3. I basically have only died 3 times. So you know, before anybody screams cheat, no, I didn't die and just didn't record it. That's essentially what's going on. But one of the parts of my last video, I discussed this this sheet. And what I wanted to say is that in the video I basically had about 10 million, just shy of 11 actually. So yeah, so basically I have been playing the game in this kind of self-imposed Iron Man mode for 1 day and 1 hour ish. And what you can see is that in 24 hours of gameplay, when I've been playing this fairly relaxed, I've not been like super grind. I've been doing different things and getting involved with different aspects of the game, just because I wanted it to be as fun as possible. And what you see is that in 24 hours, 1 day of gameplay, I have a mostly fully fitted Viper Mark IV, and a total asset value of about 12-13 million, which is enough to have a lot of fun with. So what I wanted to say is to impress upon you all that those who say essentially you have to put in, you know, years of your life to get anywhere in this game, I think you're wrong. Essentially, I'm gonna put my neck out there and just say you are incorrect. And it's all about what you want from a game. Elite Dangerous is one of those games which it rewards a certain type of gamer. And the thing about today's gaming industry is that it's mostly about instant gratification, things which, you know, you can progress through the game and have everything you want within a very short period of time. And that's fine if that's what you want, but if that's what you want, then you don't really want Elite Dangerous. It doesn't mean Elite Dangerous is crap, it doesn't mean Elite Dangerous is awesome, it's just a fact of the game. So anyway, without wanting to you know, moan, complain, or get into a big ranting session, let's get on with our tasks. And it seems to be that we have lots of wet work missions, which could actually result in my death. Fabulous. So let's see if I could do something a little bit more friendly. Black box salvage contract, skimmer contract. Ooh, salvage. What? Seriously? Salvage free structural regulators in system? Let's do it. I can get reputation free. Yeah, let's do that. It's in system. I've not had that before. Not since God, what was it? COF or whatever, where you could essentially pick up 100 missions inside the same system and grind, literally grind your way to the top. Right, let's go and do this. So once again, I will cut parts of the video which I feel are in need of cutting, so like I'm not going to make you watch all the flight, etc, etc.
Your ship is now detached. Please exit the station at your earliest convenience.
have to go to a nav beacon because I do not... Oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh well. Yeah, well. So my mistake there is the fact that I've got both of them on the same... I have both of them on the same fire group. Which basically results in me firing them when I'm trying to scan. But that's fine. I don't need any, because it's going to be a surface mission. I basically have to go down to a planetary surface and lift it. Right. So yes. So like I say, 72. This hopefully is going to jump me up a little bit. My ultimate goal, hopefully by the end of this video, is to be Master and buy myself an Imperial Courier and fit it out. Okay, catch you in a second. Okay, so we're on our approach, and interestingly, it's a moon of a moon, which is quite cool. Oh yes, so on that, on the amount of money and amount of time played, yeah, I mean, I have to obviously add this caveat that I know what I'm doing. I've been playing this game since essentially pre-release. I started playing Elite Dangerous during the second beta phase, and so I've been playing since day one, and I've seen the game evolve. I've seen the game change in terms of how easy or hard it is to make money. In my opinion, it is so easy to make money in Elite Dangerous these days. Back in 1.0, you know, it was hard. Trade routes were not giving very good profit. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Trade routes didn't typically give very good profit. Your ability to actually locate items that you wanted, like ship parts, was somewhat tricky, and there's no such thing as limpets, so mining was done manually. It was a very different game, and it was also a lot harder than it is today comparatively. So, you know, again, it's not one of those things of, oh, the young'uns these days, they don't know they've got it so easy. But again, when people often say about how it's impossible to have fun, or it's impossible to play the game and not feel like you're grinding, again, I sincerely disagree, and I could debate for hours about it. But the funny thing is that most of the time, the people who have that strong opinion that the game is, you know, terrible, or it's a massive grind fest, you know, they typically are the kind of gamer which you know, they want instant gratification. They might claim that they don't, but they honestly, in most cases, do. Or they've literally grinded themselves to you know, to an oblivion. They have burnt out, and you know, I understand. I've burnt out myself a couple of times. I played the game almost non-stop, you know, hours and hours and hours. Whenever I could play it, I played it, and it got intense, you know, and I just basically put the game down and didn't play it for a few weeks, or even a month or two. But even that, you know, I know what it's like when you feel like you've done everything. But when I feel like I've done everything, I do stuff like this. I do this Iron Man mode, you know, it's like, okay, not everybody's got several accounts and not everybody's willing to reset things. But you don't even have to. I mean, if I wanted to try something new with my account, with my main account, I could easily be like, well, okay, money's not a problem because I've got, you know, billions in assets. But I could easily say to myself, right, I'm going to buy a small ship, I'm going to do this X, Y, and Z. I'm going to try and do piracy, like petty piracy. You know, it is totally possible. Right, where is this supply? Where is this supply thing? I think ooh, what's that?
Landing gear deployed.
Security. But you know, swings and roundabouts. People are always gonna pick fault. People are always gonna claim to be more expert than the game developers themselves. People have very often very negative opinions of some of the game developers, and I feel that often that's really unwarranted, given that most people have not met them. What do I actually need? I can't remember. Structural regulators. Okay. You know, I've met the developers. I met a couple of the developers, and they're nice people. You know, it's, you know, they're not kind of people who sit there and I can imagine sitting in an office like cackling because they've just taken your favorite aspect of the game away from you, and they're sat there going, ha ha ha, I'm so glad that you're annoyed. No, these are people who are very passionate about the game. And shock horror, you know, people, they have different ideas. Ah dear. You know what? One of the interesting ones, and without wanting to, let's say, you know, badmouth a particular member of forums, but there is somebody on the Elite Dangerous forums who, you know, let's just say they will make posts on the forums about how they think the game should be, because they think that they are a expert at science fiction games, science fiction simulations, and yet all of the suggestions, what is that? All of the suggestions they make are all all of the suggestions that they make are all fine in a context of a game which puts you at the very center. You know, you are some kind of special chosen one. You know, you have some special ability. You know, you are some kind of god. You know, stuff which in context would simply break the game in terms of multiplayer, and in general the fact that in Elite Dangerous you are a schmuck. You're a schmuck. You're nobody special. You're just some random space bum who is going to be whatever they want to be. That's really all you are in Elite. You know, you're not. You know, let's say EVE Online as an example. In EVE Online, you know, you're a capsuleer. You know, there is a reason, according to the law, that why the capsuleers' vessels are so powerful in comparison to NPC. And the whole point of it is that the NPCs are traditional crews. The NPCs are literally, you know, a couple of hundred people on a ship trying to be space pirates and generally just be, you know, nasty people. Capsuleers are people, who are connected to their ship as though it's an extension of their living conscious being, and you're able to literally control and communicate everything from your ship, doing the tasks 1,000 people might need to do in a battleship. You know, you are a god, and the other thing about, like, for example, your characters on EVE Online is yes, exactly as I just said, you are an immortal. You are a god. You are a god. You are a special being. Totally different than Elite Dangerous, where you're just some guy in a dirty flight suit, sat in a dirty cockpit of a ship. You know, surrounded by hundreds of other people, exactly in the same position. You know, thinking about other games as well. You know, like, you know, the single player experience is like, you know, like, let's say the Elder Scrolls series. You are always a special player. Sure, you know, you can find missions which are, you know, quests and missions which are hard, or but the truth of the matter is that you always given some special ability which puts you ahead of everybody else on a very sort of broad sense. You're the chosen one. And that's the problem with some of the suggestions which people make. They forget that they're not supposed to be gods in this game. You are just a normal person. Anyway, I will catch you guys back at Lundwall. Alright, so here we are back at Lundwall. The nice lady on the radio basically said that they were honoured to have me at their station. And again, this is one of those environmental things. Because I am friendly or allied with the local faction, they speak to me in a little bit of a nicer way.
Please reduce speed to within restricted limits.
Oh, where is my bay? Oh, 16. There it is. I'm a bit far behind it now. Woo. Oh dear. I think I hit the light. Okay, so let's cash this mission in and look at some more.
Please shut down systems.
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I have some bad sort of lag latency issues, and I think this is actually because of my I'm wirelessly connected in the house on my computer, mainly because the router is upstairs and my computer is downstairs. Right, reputation 82, that's not bad. If I get a couple of missions in, this will be fine. Alright, so since I've already done a salvage mission, let's do this work. Yes, let's do this.
Uncoupling complete. Please exit the station at your earliest convenience.
Alright, I will see everybody in Artemis. Okay, so here we are, Artemis 4. Looks like it is a high metal content world. But again, it looks like it's got nice weather systems, very, very big polar ice caps, I must say. Oh, and there we are, straight away. And also liquid water on the surface, that's quite cool. Right, let's get in there, see what we got. Whoa. Alright. Who am I attacking? This is gonna be tricky. What's this guy? I think, is it? Yep. Oh. Oh, damn it. It's a politician. Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't realize. This is gonna be bad. Oh, this is gonna be really, really bad. I am gonna be wanted after this. This is gonna be a legitimate murder. How do I do this? How do I do this? Oh, the Security Services East India Company as well. Ah, why? Why did I take this mission? Okay. Let's see if I can do something very, very, very game-breaking, which is to ram him to death. Oh, I might be able to. Then again, I might also get wanted for causing him to die. Let's... Oh, I missed him. How can I miss an ass explorer? The thing is like a... The ship is like a freight train. It's absolutely enormous. Yep. Got a murder bounty. Oh no! High wake, high wake, high wake, high wake. No. Oh no, what am I doing? Oh, damn it. Okay. Oh no. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Right. Can I... Oh, this ship is hot now as well. Oh no! Okay, let me assess the situation and then deal with it. Deal with it accordingly. Alright, so I got this wet work contract. I want you to collect your reward from Lundor. And the mission giver is the East India Company, and yet I am now wanted with the East India Company, I think. Let's check that. Yes, I am. So, how does that work? So the mission giver was the... Okay, let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back home. Let's go to... Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Let's go back home and see what happens. Again, this might be one of those things where I'm talking about how, you know, I don't think that the crime and punishment system is that bad. But to be honest, I mean, I was a fool there. I did not read the mission description properly. I didn't realize that I was actually, the wet work mission was essentially go in and assassinate a politician. Because if I would have read that properly, I probably wouldn't have done it. I would have known that what I was doing was illegal. And yes, so it's medium security, and I'm also wanted. So I have a bounty. I basically need to see about the game mechanics and go to an anarchy system and see if I can pay it off. See if I can clear my name, clear my good name. Okay, so if I am wanted at all stations, except for Reed Terminal. It's interesting. Yes, so I'm wanted at Lundor City. Yeah. Now I've got a few bounties. Yeah. Okay. Right. So let me have a quick look. Can I? Have I got? I've got a local bounty of 500. Do I have? Ugh. Yeah, they don't like me now. That's annoying. Oh, that's so irritating. Oh, okay, I have... Oh, I've got no notoriety, which basically means I might be able to pay off my Death to society. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so read terminal. We could look at what read terminal has. If read terminal, it shouldn't have an interstellar factors, but if it does, then that's a bonus. So read terminal. It's there. Okay, read terminal. Okay, what services do you have? Restock. So it doesn't have an interstellar factors. Right. What I need to do now is do the following. You've seen me do this a whole bunch of times. So if I go to security, basically low or anarchy is what I'm wanting, and you find here our favorite, I think, anarchy or low. It's a low system. Our favorite low system, which has, oops, if I'm not mistaken, oh, I'm wanted there. Anyway, let's see what services they have in there. Come on. Oh! Oh dear. Found something that they want, and I will fight you for it as well. You have something that you want, that I want? I don't know what I've got. I don't think I've got any cargo last time I checked. What it is that you want is a bounty. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, I don't have anything. You want my bounty, basically. Yeah, let's go back to the thing. Yeah, what I'm actually trying to find is Kepler base. Oh wait, no, there's loads of anarchy systems around here, including this guy. Brilliant. So this is an anarchy system. Oh look, this also happens to be a station, which is anarchy. Gold Syndicate, which I don't think they like me, to be honest. The Gold Syndicate, but you know, live and let live. They have a black market, and they also have an interstellar factors. Let's go. Yeah, so I think we've got a bounty against the. Oh no, I don't. That's good. Okay, brilliant. Right. Let's go and see if I can fix it. Catch you guys in a few moments. All right, so here we are, approach to the station. Let's see.
Delay 6 November, India 1. It's good to have you with us. Welcome to the station, Commander. Clearance denied. Advance to 7,500 meters.
I absolutely love that station announcer. It's brilliant.
Docking request approved. Land on designated pad number 13.
Reminds me of one of the characters from the show Vicar of Dibley. It's brilliant, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's essentially the Norfolk accent, but maybe I'm mistaken. Right.
Landing gear deployed.
Ah! Oof. That was a little bit of a tough landing.
Landing completed. Deactivating docking systems. Enjoy your stay with us.
Alright, so let's go to my interstellar.
All commanders be aware of this while in and around the Star Wars. Thank you for your cooperation.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay off my my Empire bounty. I'm not paying my Independent or my Federation bounties. There's no reason for me to do so. Oops. Oh no! Okay, this happens to me sometimes. I just have to go back to desktop. Essentially, when I'm doing combat bonds on this page and I try to hit the back button, it often will, yeah, it will often drop me back. So let me just go back to the main menu. Oh yeah, for those of you who have not seen the main menu in VR, that's what it looks like. Basically, you have a nice SRV and Eagle over there, so let's Okay, so Starport services. I don't think that there are any Empire faction stuff in here. If there are, if I can get like a boom delivery or something like that, or some kind of delivery mission to my home system. Oh, excuse me, yawning away. This is terrible. Okay. Most of these are Federation scumbags. So I'm not doing any missions for those guys.
Ship is disengaged from landing pad. Take care when leaving the station.
Okay, I will catch you guys on approach to our home station.
Please accept the warmest welcome at the Imperial Flight Operations Bureau.
Okay, so here we are.
Permission has been approved. Please continue to Bay 2-1.
Here we are, and again we've got a nice welcome, despite the fact that we've just been out there murdering politicians. Oops. No worries. So let's get into the station, cash in the mission, and let's try and do another couple of missions which aren't going to get us into quite as much trouble.
500 meters from touchdown.
Yeah, so again, the crime and punishment there, I think, was fine. Okay, you know, I basically murdered a politician of a faction which I am actually trying to impress. But it was my own mistake. I did not read the mission description. Okay, they did say that they would give me more information as they came, so maybe I should be a bit cautious of the faction who of which are doing missions for. Yeah. Anyway, that's fine. So yes, East India Company. You naughty people. So basically, I only made 5,000 on that because I paid 5,000 to clear my bounty. Oh dear. Yes, textbooks mission commander. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I at least annoyed. Oh, what's this? 30 minutes. Right. I've got 30 minutes to get 10%. What is that? Yes, 10%. Okay. Take down some pirate lord. Okay, that's at least fine. Go and take down a pirate lord without getting a terrible contract, terrible reputation. Black box, salvage, courier job available. Yes. This is going. No. Sentry skimmer mission. Again, these are all East India Company sentry skimmers. You, a bunch of terrible people. Okay. Right. Take down some pirate scumbag. We need you to assassinate the pirate lord Valstar Phoenix from Artemis Gold Partnership. That sounds like a plan to me. Yes, and reputation free. I will do it. I'll do it for 10 grand. For some reputation. Right, so let's be on the way. Again, we're going to Artemis.
Fly carefully as you leave the facility.
Oh no! fine example of my lack of flying ability. Alright.
Incoming mission critical message. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, hang on. Oh, hello. That made this. That's interesting. I've never had that happen before.
Under attack.
So this is the pirate lord I wanted to attack or needed to kill, and he actually just appeared. That's brilliant. I don't mind fast missions like that.
Target shield offline. Target cargo dropped. Target destroyed. Incoming mission critical message.
Brilliant. That's really great.
Cargo scoop deployed.
That is really great. That assassination mission is done. I'm not going to bother with anything else because I'm too lazy. And let's go back on our way, back to the our home base. That's really great. Right, well that mission was extremely fast. I honestly have never experienced that. Basically, you know, you're hanging around inside a nav beacon to learn the location of your target, and then the target literally just jumps in to attack you. Yeah, that's it's interesting. It's also good that he wasn't flying anything too big.
You have docked safely. Disembark when ready.
Okay, let's cash that one in. Again, I've got 90%. This will probably bring me up to something disappointing, like, you know, 92. But we'll see. So, yeah, and I'll take reputation.
Incoming message.
Incoming message. Oh, 98. Brilliant. I just need one more. So that was basically them saying we're now allied with you, I think. Yes, basically. All I need to do is one simple mission, a courier job. Ooh, clear out a Goliath? Nah, you're good. Don't worry about that. Yeah, let's do a very basic courier job. This is definitely for, yes, these guys. Yeah, I'm going to do this very basic courier job. This will get me the this will get my rank up to 100%, and it will then allow
Your ship is now detached. Please fly carefully as you leave the facility.
it will allow the mission to spawn, which will give me my rank, and then I think that's a brilliant place to end this episode. Alright. So Empire system, which is even better.
Drive charging.
Alright, catch you on the flip side. Yeah, occasionally I get a little bit of like stutter on my headset, and I can't help but think that what it is, it's actually when the file size of the video gets a little bit big. and it starts to mess up the sort of bandwidth on my motherboard. I don't know. It's a random excuse. It sounded technical. Sounds pretty good. Either way, the way that I fix it is I pause the recording
Thank you for choosing this Imperial station.
and hit go again. Which I hope I did. Have a quick look. And I look upwards because I'm looking down my nose. Yep. And then alt tab back into the game. Fabulous. Okay. So let's get docking requests approved.
You are cleared for access. Please continue to Bay 29er.
29er.
Scan detected.
There is 29er.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh my god, that was the best. That was the worst docking attempt ever. Anyway, 15 minutes.
Docking is completed. Initiate shutdown sequence.
Oh, I get the same anyway, but why wouldn't I take that one? Oh well. Brilliant, okay. Courier required for sensitive poll data. Is this... no. Right, whatever. Klein. Okay, so what I will do is again do my quick flip, see if it changes anything, because again I was lucky last time. The mission does not have to spawn to give me my advancement. The other thing which happens is that typically you have to be friendly with the corporation, as far as I remember. So I might be best served by going back to the East India Company's station. Oh wait, no, I'm already there. Brilliant. 12 units of beer for the Imperial Navy. Oh my god, I could probably do that. Yeah, why not, guys? That sounds like a worthy cause. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the Navy boys some beer. 12 units, no less. 12 units of beer, and they want it delivered to this particular station. And I cannot accept it. Oh, I cannot. I can't accept it. Why can't I accept it? Oh, because my minimum reputation is not high enough. Brilliant. Right, in which case, I think I will just call it there. Thanks a lot, guys.